Morning, everyone. We are joined today by Dale Robertson. He is an author, motivational speaker, fitness expert, and the founder of the Wanda Joyce Robinson Foundation. Dale, welcome to Around 10.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, we really appreciate you taking time out today to talk to us. I know you're got quite a bit going on in your life, and I just wanted to touch a little bit on the Wanda Joyce Robinson Foundation. Can you give us a little background how that got started?
Yeah, Wanda Joyce Robertson Foundation got started in 2018 with me, Amy Nance, and Krista Hudson. I actually came to them and said, I would like to start a foundation. They more like the backbone of it, but it really stems from me going away for 10 years and leaving two boys out here to fend for themselves, but without the right support system and the right network, there's no telling where they would end up at. So I figure like, hey, if I'm locked up and then all these kids out here with no parents that's been incarcerated, they need help. So why not just start a foundation and, give back and serve others?
And that's a fantastic program. And I know you've impacted a lot of youth with it. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the programs that you do offer?
Yes. One of the programs that I think we just started was about more about mental health, being that, COVID-19 has actually affected a lot of kids. So we have started having these mental health programs, and we actually help kids get into physical activity programs just to be able to get to move and get out and just be able to see different things. We also help kind of like the high school kids with FAFSA and ACT scores. And we also volunteer, but we haven't been able to go back to the King Center. And, we go down and speak to kids and just, and let them know that, hey, you can be anything that you want to be and you can become whatever you want to become. So we just try to expose those kids to different things because, exposure leads to expansion.
Yes, and those programs just seem wonderful. And I know the youth, that are in those situations could really benefit from those. And I also noticed that you had a scholarship available on your website.
Yes, we have a scholarship, and it's one of the best things that I think we ever came up with, because we actually help kids that's actually going to college, and they don't have to actually be going to a traditional college. They can be going to a trade school. Yes, it's actually started out as the Wanda Joyce Robinson Foundation Scholarship in 2019, and we had one acceptee. The kid is actually doing phenomenal. He has a 4.0 at Eastern Kentucky, and it's recurring as long as you meet the criteria. So now it's called the Adam Hyatt Scholarship Fund due to that. He passed away, and we feel like that's a great way to honor him and have his legacy live on, because he was one of the guys who was on board from day one, from the jump. He came to our first meeting down at the library. He has referred a lot of people to us. He has helped us in so many ways. Even his brothers are one of his brothers is on the board, and one of his brothers is a volunteer for the foundation. So, I really feel like that is one of the greatest things that we actually could ever did.
And that's an amazing thing to offer. And I know, there's a lot of kids that really need that help with scholarships. And are there specific requirements or qualifications?
Yes, there are some specific qualities. You have to fill out an application, and I think that is due by April 15th of this month. And you have to meet certain academic standards. You have to write a essay, a letter, stating why you should be a recipient of the scholarship. You also have to get a letter of recommendation from a non-family member. And you have to have a parent, or not a parent, but also you have to have a family member that has been incarcerated to meet the criteria to be able to get the scholarship fund.
That's incredible. How much is a scholarship for?
It's actually for $1,000, and you continue to get it as long as you meet our criteria that we have, the standards that we have set for the people that's getting the scholarship fund. So as long as you continue to make good grades and represent Wanda Joyce Robinson Foundation in the right manner, you continue to get the $1,000 after only for 4 years.
Man, that's incredible. And I know the community is just very thankful for the foundation and what you guys are doing. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to us. And we really encourage, kids in the community, if you qualify, to, take advantage of this scholarship that the foundation is offering. Dale, where can people go to get more information if they're interested in applying?
They can go to our website, which is www.wjrfoundation.org, or they can contact Amy Snow at amy.snow@wjrfoundation.org.
That's great. Dale, we really appreciate you again joining us today. And thank you for what you're doing in our community.
I thank you. I thank the people in the community for, pouring into these kids, because we can't do it alone. And I totally appreciate Amy and the board members for doing a lot of the work. I'm really a face, but they do a lot of the work, and none of this could be done without them in the community.
That's awesome, Dale. We really appreciate them and all that they're doing as well. And thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you.